Hey everyone, welcome back to 757 Lens. Happy New Year, happy 2024. Can you believe it's 2024? I can't. Where's the time gone? Last video I made, I believe, was back in October. All I can say is life got real busy at the end of October. And, it just, bang, next thing I know, Christmas is here and Christmas is gone. I haven't had a chance to complete my video that I was working on with the Canon 5D Mark II. I've been able to get out one time and take some pictures with it before the cold snap kind of kicked in. And I went down into downtown Norfolk, down by the Hague, and over into the York district and took some pictures there, but I haven't had a chance to do that since. So that video is forthcoming. I will say that what I've done with the camera so far, I'm really happy with the results. The large frame sensor that's in there is incredible. The pictures are huge and just extremely colorful the way Canon, makes their, works their color palette. So anyways, what I wanted to talk about today, got a couple new cameras here, new for me anyways, and since this channel is relatively young still, what you don't know, well, you will in a second, is one of the ways I like to do photography is panoramic photography. Gotten inspired by that a number of years ago, and I don't know. It came from several different ways. I think one of the ways that it really caught my attention was the actor Jeff Bridges. Jeff Bridges has taken photos on his sets of his movies his entire career, and he's used a wide lux camera, which is one, out of production, and two, very expensive, and three, extremely hard to repair. There is some talk actually that he is getting involved with some folks to bring the wide lux back, as they've been out of business for a long time. And wouldn't that be really, really cool if that could happen? Especially if some improvements could be made on the mechanism, because it's very delicate. And just winding the thing the wrong way, you can break it. Anyways, getting back to panoramic photography for me, one of the ways I like to do this is with this camera right here. This is my Sigma SD Quattro H. Bought this about 2 years ago during the pandemic. And can I say that word? And this camera is a beast. It is truly a wonderful, wonderful camera at what it does best, which is the panoramic side of photography. It's not something you're going to do or use for street photography. But if you want to, jump on a tripod, or you got time to compose your shots and things like that, you're going to take unbelievable pictures with this. I say you can't use it for street photography. You can, but it's not as flexible when you get to the higher ISOs and things like that. If you want to go up to 1600 and 1000, you're going to start to see some real serious grain with this, and that's due to the way the Foveon sensor is in here. However, if you're shooting at ISO 100 and you can set it up on a tripod and use a timer or anything like that, man, you can take some just awesome pictures with this camera. So what I wanted to do was replicate this with film, and replicate it cheaply. Your famous panoramic cameras like a Hazelblad X-Pan, or Fuji version of the X-Pan, and their Fuji's GX series camera was a 617, I think. Like I said, the wide lux, and there's some others out there too. They are out of production. They are hard to find. when you do find them, they are expensive. The Hazelblads can go for $7 grand, and the same with the Fuji version. And what's the other one I'm thinking of? The Wide Lux. You could spend $5 or $6 grand on a Wide Lux too. The everyday person doesn't have that. We do have some, modern cameras, I guess you could say, but they're plastic, and you get what you pay for is the way I think about it. I've made some notes here too, just so I can, I'm not stumbling over my words trying to remember everything, but the Horizon Perfect, that's a Russian camera. You can find those usually on eBay or Amazon for about $200. Lomography's got a Sprocket Rocket camera, which does some panoramic stuff and some interesting. It's a trick camera, or a gimmick camera. I wouldn't pay $75 for it. That's what they usually go for. And then Holga has come out with their 120 Panoramic, which is a medium format camera. Those were out of production, and they have come back into production. I think you can get one of those for about $90 to $100 too, and that is the 120 format as well. Maybe worth it. You might want to check some YouTube videos out on that if you're interested in that before making that purchase. 120 is an intriguing format for me as well, but I've got a regular camera for that. I've got a Fuji for that. Anyways, I'm getting distracted. So what I wanted to do was shoot some more panoramic photography, but on film in a 35mm format. I found two cameras that are going to let me do that. Picked them both up off eBay, dirt cheap. So let me break out my notes here. I've got my boxes. They are just pre-opened, but I haven't actually taken the items out yet, and that's just for speed here on the video. So let me put this one aside. The first one I picked up is a Minolta Maximum 450 SI panoramic date. I paid $30 for this. This is a camera and a lens. Let's break these out here. Always wanted a Minolta autofocus camera, and I had actually planned on getting one of their Dynaxes. I think it was the Dynax 7, and that still is on my short list. But when I discovered this and the price, had to have it. So it sold itself. Great packing job here. Always appreciate that. No lens cap. Alright. Here we go. There's poor light in here. I should have lit this up better for this, but there's the back. Get a little LCD component back there, as well as your film window. Alright. She's in really good shape. Pop-up flash. And up top we have the digital window up there. This looks like a pretty, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say basic, but definitely just based off what I'm seeing up top here, it looks like it's more of a beginner's camera, which is fine. What kind of lens do we have here? Alright, I've got a 28 to 80 here. and it's got a f4 to f5.6 on the writing. I do see some basic, looks like just aperture priority, shutter priority, and manual. And while I don't see a dial like we would on a Canon or a Nikon, I'm sure just with some simple button presses. Oh wait, there is a dial right there. Alright, so there we go. Got a few notes here for this too. I know there's a built-in motor drive, so let's see. We got the Minolta A mount, which I do believe that's compatible with the early Sony DSLRs or SLRs. I mean, they were Minolta. For our film speed settings, automatic setting for DX coated films is ISO 25 to 5000. And let's see, flash, sync, all that. Automatic built-in motor drive, auto threading, auto advance for first frame, single continuous, automatic, etc. It does not say what the count or the how many frames a second frame counter provided, and of course manual, automatic or manual rewind. Panorama, mid-roll, and changeover. Not sure about that verbiage. Shutter, electronically controlled focal plane, 1/2000th all the way down to a 30th of a second. 3 auto exposure modes plus manual. 5 program modes, including portrait, landscape, close-up, sports, and night portrait. Honeycomb centered weighted metering, which I believe is a 7-point metering system. And of course, built-in flash with red eye. The Minolta Maximum 450 SI Panorama Date, that's the full name of the camera, was released in 1994. Very cool. Looking forward to using this. I just came across, or I should not say came across, but received some film recently. I've got some lomography film that I may push through here, and I've also got a batch of Fuji stuff that I may use too. So, I've got 2 boxes of lomography. One's the new Summer 92 or whatever it's called, and I've also got a variety pack that's got like a purple and Metro and some other stuff like that. So looking forward to checking that out, using that. Okay, second camera here. What did I just say? The second camera I have here is from Japan as well. This camera was about 25 bucks, and I was able to get free shipping on it. Very good packaging. Get this off of here. Okay. This camera is from a year earlier, 1993. Ooh, no, wow, no cover. Good packaging. This is the Canon EOS Kiss. All right, this was also sold here in North America under 2 names. Let me get my info right here. This was sold as the EOS Rebel, or excuse me, the EOS 500 in North America. And in the United States, which I know is also part of North America, it was also sold as the EOS Rebel XS. So, September 1993 is the release date on this one. Just like the Minolta, it is a plasticky kind of body, hopefully a high impact plastic. Let's turn it around the back here. Very light. And there's the top. For 1994, this almost looks like a modern EOS camera, don't it? Got your dial. Got your LCD. And just like the other one, we've got a LCD viewfinder on the back, as well as our film hole there to tell us what's in it. While I was doing my research on this, I discovered something unique about it too. Let me check the battery compartment real quick. she looks good. This camera uses the CR232, I believe, batteries. Two of those, which are about half the size, same diameter, but about half the size of a AA battery. There's also a pop-up flash here too. All right, and here are just some basic notes. This camera uses the EF mount, obviously. Picture size is 24 by 36 millimeter, and when you're in panorama mode, it is 13 by 36 millimeter. So that means it's cropped. Vertical travel, focal plane, electronic shutter. Same as a Minolta, 1/2000th of a second, all the way down to a 1/30th of a second. Here's the unique thing about this camera that I found. When you put the film in this camera, it actually takes all the film out of the cartridge once you've aligned it and closed the back and puts it onto your spool. So when you take your photos, it's actually going backwards and it's loading the film back into the cartridge one shot at a time, one increment at a time, until it's done. And when it gets to the end, it just puts the last little bit in the cartridge and you're done. Interesting concept. I don't know of any other cameras that have done this. Certainly none that I own do. You've always had to do that little, manual rewind. But I get it. This can, keep you from opening the back of your camera and exposing all your film. So we'll see how that goes. We again have an internal motor drive on this one, and it takes 1 frame a second. That's as fast as it goes. Let's see, we got composite SPC for through the lens full aperture metering, 6-zone evaluation, 9.5% partial, at center, and center weighted averaging. And of course, another built-in flash with red eye production. So, 2 cool cameras, less than $50 spent, and the Minolta came with a lens. This one here should be able to use any old Canon lens, so I brought a nifty 50 out here before we set this up. So, yep, there you go. Fits just fine. So, both of these are going to be really fun to shoot with, and I'll have some pictures for you with these very, very soon. And like I said, here towards the end of the video, I'll go ahead and throw up some pictures from the Sigma SD Quattro H, just to give you an idea of what that beast can do. And hopefully here we'll have some more videos coming. I've got some stuff planned, and things have settled down in life. Like I said, it was crazy at the end of the year last year. It was just crazy. So I've got some thrifting stuff to show you, and might have another set of another camera collection to actually show you here soon. We'll see how that goes. And there was something else I wanted to say. Oh yeah. Recently, while I was over at my parents' house, I guess let me give you a little backstory. My father passed away. It'll be 22 years ago this March. And while I was over there, I guess right around Thanksgiving time, we were going through some stuff, and I found a Minolta 35mm point and shoot camera that my dad had picked up, and there's a roll of film in it, and some of it has been shot. So I am hoping, against all things, that we'll find a happy accident on there, and maybe some pictures of my pop, and that would be really cool. So we're going to shoot the rest of this roll here, and I meant to take it up to Philly with me over Christmas, and that just, in the chaos, it didn't happen. But I'm going to shoot the rest of this roll out and get it over to the darkroom folks or somebody, and let them know about the age of the film, and see what we can pull out of it. Maybe it's nothing. I'm hoping there's a good picture of my dad on there. So we'll see that hopefully here in a future episode. And I think that's all I've got for you right now. So again, I hope everybody had a great holiday, and we'll see you in the next episode. Okay.